On an olefins plant in the USA in 2001, a modification without proper MOC process resulted in separating two heat exchangers from their safety valves. During a maintenance operation 12 years later, one of the two heat exchangers overpressurized and exploded. 2 people were killed. Is this event process safety or occupational safety?
There tends to be some confusion surrounding process safety and occupational safety, yet these two areas are quite different and cannot be managed in the same way. Occupational safety generates a significant number of accidents per year. It is visible, involves events such as slips and falls, cuts, burns, and can kill or injure one person at a time. You are familiar with LTA, lost time accident, non-LTA, non-lost time accident, and the frequency rate, which are used to track occupational safety. Protective measures typically include walkways, protective barriers, and PPE, personal protective equipment. On the other hand, process safety generates very few accidents per year. It makes it less visible. It involves events such as fires, explosions, toxic gas releases and pressure blasts, and can kill or injure many persons at a time. Metrics must take into account not only what has happened, but also, and above all, what could have happened, the scenario activated by the event, its potentiality of gravity, and whether we have been close to having the catastrophic event or not. Protective measures typically include intrinsic safe design rules, instrumented safety loops, EIS, and procedures that involve technical or process expertise. So far, the process safety event reporting process is not as structured compared to the occupational safety event reporting process. General definitions are already in place, but there are still opportunities to strengthen clarity to avoid interpretations and misunderstandings. Are reported today only the more visible process safety events, and the lack of dedicated classifications do not help to get an overview of the situation, ascertain our performance, and identify trends. To help you better manage process safety events, LI is now enriching our IMS with a section dedicated to process safety reporting process. This reporting process, supported by Revision 3 of GT PR COM 032, gives detailed definitions for process safety events in LI activities and introduces 3 essential concepts inherent to process safety events reporting and analysis. The risk segment activated by the event. Our LI activities incur typical risks, which are supposed to be under control. It's important to know which risk the event falls under. Actual potential severity of the event. Fortunately, our process safety events have not had any consequences, but they have not all had the same potential severity. This is the reason why it's important to assess what could have happened if the scenario had reached the maximum level of severity, called worst case. Distance to the worst case, together with the notion of potential severity, the notion of distance of the actual event to the worst case is central to the process safety culture. This is the feeling we get when we know we were close to having an accident. We were lucky. Thanks to the introduction of this new reporting process dedicated to process safety, LI will now have a common framework for communicating, sharing, and capitalizing on process safety events. It will allow people across the globe to speak the same language, enhancing the process safety experience worldwide, and allow us to follow up on weak signals and identify process safety priorities at every level of the organization. Let's take another step towards even safer operations.